charismatic seer of visions, so committed to radical change. You're not afraid to ditch the status quo and play your range. Make it happen is your motto. We'll just think outside the box. Getting radical is what you do, and innovation rocks. Fearless destroyer of old systems, boldly doing whatever it takes to bring cutting-edge ideas to life, change the game, and raise the stakes. Introducing the Maverick Archetype. If we don't know each other, hi, I'm Jen Kem, and I'm the CEO of the Master Brand Institute, where we guide entrepreneurs on the path to uncovering their unique message with such clarity they can turn any conversation into a sales conversion. And today, we're talking about the brand archetype called the Maverick. In this video, I want to give you an in-depth understanding of what it means to embody the Maverick brand archetype. We're going to cover strengths, weaknesses, business themes, and integrating this information into your business. If the Maverick had a power statement, it's, I am the Maverick. I'm here to shake things up and make noise. And when I step into the room, the energy shifts immediately. I wear an outfit that everyone else wishes they were brave enough to wear. And I say the words that everyone is secretly thinking, but too afraid to speak aloud. I'm rebellious, cool, bold, and daring. And I'm a disruptor. Through my work, I'm changing lives, changing my industry, and the world. I am not for everyone. Some people absolutely hate me. Some people absolutely love me. One thing for sure, everyone will be talking about me. I provoke intense reactions wherever I go, and you can always count on me to make a scene and make a difference. Don't you think it's about damn time for some change around here? I do. Now, when we talk about brand archetypes, each one has a set of power words that best represent them. I think it's important to point out that the words themselves don't need to be used in every piece of your message. It's more accurate to say when your audience reads your message, they need to feel these power words. Maverick power words include radical, unapologetic, outspoken, unforgettable, shocking, disruptor, bold, bravery, personal, power, brutal, honesty, and experimentation. A great question to ask yourself is, does my current message make me feel these words? Moving on, one of the most important things I recommend when it comes to fully embodying your brand archetype is looking at brands who model your archetype well. I call them master brand models because that's what they are. They're modeling brands that masterfully embrace their archetype. And when we look at these conceptual models, what you're really trying to understand is the vibe or the energy they give off, not the literal look or the words, even though those might be useful. Master brands that I believe model the Maverick archetype excellently include Suzanne Evans, Gary Vee, Harley Davidson, MTV, Howard Stern, and Lady Gaga. At its essence, the Maverick is committed to creating big change with their greater vision in mind. They will blow up existing structures in acts of creative destructionism as their vision pulls them forward. Mavericks want to create what they know is possible, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. They may not be popular with the masses, or they could be, but they generally attract followers through charisma and sharing their vision publicly. Moving into strategic positioning, the Maverick gives off a vibe that says, I seek to overturn the established order through experimentation and innovation and standing in my unique brand identity. Strengths of this archetype include progressiveness, cooperation, intellectualism, and courage. Recurring themes and pillars of this brand include rules were definitely made to be broken. If it's not working, it's time to get rid of it. Push the damn edges, burn the damn box, and stop focusing on dumb shit. See, the Maverick archetype represents independent thinking. They're the voice that says, don't fence me in, and we've had enough, people. Unapologetic, disruptive, and bold, the Maverick can be controversial while offering fresh perspectives to wake people up and stir up change. Rules and the status quo are highly rejected. This brand has moxie and nerve, and their goal is to protect the freedom of their audience. Of course, all archetypes have a dark side as well. In archetypal psychology, the dark side isn't a bad thing. Simply put, these are things that when done, make it harder than necessary to get what you actually want. So the shadow of the Maverick blowing up what's familiar for people without first recognizing the consequential fallout is one of their dark sides. They shake people to their very core quickly, which can be destabilizing. And the feelings you may experience that begin these dark side actions are hate, anger, negativity, a loss of boundaries, and fanaticism, and also taking uncalculated risks. Other feelings or instances that lead to dark side behavior are impractical ideas, self-imposed isolation, aloofness, and rebelling for the sake of breaking systems. Again, there's nothing wrong with these things, so don't feel shame if you experience them. It's more important to understand that these can make you start doing things that don't support what you want. And when they come up, identify them and pivot into what you should be doing. So, what makes the Maverick unique in your industry? The Maverick is a force to be reckoned with, representing the voice that's had enough. Inspired by the need to bring issues to the forefront, this archetype is a key to social change, a harbinger of fresh perspectives and new outlooks. They're a rule breaker. They challenge convention by questioning the status quo and pushing the envelope. With bold leadership, courage, and power, they help to dispel others' fear of victimization. And while often not universally admired, they're attractive, possessing a kind of broad appeal for anyone in pursuit of a counterculture to change, to establish norms. They may seem angry sometimes, but they're simply expressing the courage required to shake the paradigm supported by society's narcolepsy. Now, let's integrate all of this concept into your business in a meaningful way. Your audience isn't the masses, and your communication with them shouldn't sound like such. You are reaching special interest people, so you have to go find where they are and speak to them. Your audience expects shock value in your language, colors, and how you transmit your marketing messages. The emotional phrases that you want to stir up in your audience include, you are the forefront of innovation and new ideas. You say the things I'm actually thinking, but feel like I can't say. You always deliver the cutting edge. You get to the point without holding back. You make me want to take action. Here are some key things that are not the Maverick's jam. Maverick brands do not do well when asked to conform to blueprints, methods, formulas that are not of their own making. Even if they create their own blueprint, they create from a place of radical upending of the others and are unabashedly ashamed to do so. Avoid any opportunity that muffles your message and only create things that are radically in alignment with your disdain for the status quo. And some important things to remember as a Maverick is your audience is attracted to directness, radical candor, and big ideas. Maverick brands are seen by their audience as radical and in your face, but it's important to understand that this energy is directed towards social constructs, not individuals. They're really trying to make the point that to create change, we must bring innovation, stay focused on matters, and above all, be persistent. Incorporate these ideals and present them to the right audience, and your offers will open eyes, attract ears, and clean out wallets. Finally, some feature and positioning angles to draw more attention to your offer. Focus on an audience that feels dissatisfied with the status quo. Incorporate the idea of destroying or upending something that already exists into your offer. Choose an offer that pioneers or charts a new path that's opposite of what's available in the industry. Pick a low to moderate price point in the beginning. And a final word for the Maverick. Ask yourself, what would Harley Davidson do? Maverick brands can have a number of models as part of their product portfolio, but they should be clear in their why for the investment being made. Now, the question is, what do you do with this information? Well, there's two options, friend. First, if you're sitting here wondering to yourself, am I a Maverick? Then you're gonna wanna take my Brand Archetype assessment. This in-depth psychological assessment is the only archetype test on the internet that's been recognized by a top collegiate school of psychology. Basically, this is not some BuzzFeed quiz you take for funsies. This is a deep dive into the psychology that makes your brand unique in the marketplace. Second, if you already know your brand archetype mix, then you want to check out my archetypal storytelling workshop. With over 6 hours of content, this in-depth program will give you both a conceptual and practical understanding of using your brand archetype mix in your business. By the end of it, you'll have identified several stories from your life that can be shared to attract more high quality, high paying clients. You can find more information down below. And that's it. If you found value in this content, please hit the thumbs up button below so we can get this video in front of more entrepreneurs who want help getting crystal clear on their unique message. Be sure to also hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you're notified when new content is released. I'm Jen Kem, here to help you elevate how the world sees, hears, and pays you. Until next time.